Hey, so we're diving into the Ultra League, and this is my favorite team to run, Toxicroak, Obstagoon, and Drapion. And I just really like how they are together. Double poison team, double dark team. So let's see how this goes. First things off, we start with my Toxicroak versus Granbull. Sort of not, look, Granbull Charm is just deadly, Charm in general, but I am half poison. So it's not the worst lead, right? So I go for a mud bomb. Probably should have gone all the energy into a sludge, but I thought maybe they'll block. They did not. So, all right, gonna keep hitting this Granbull. And I think they get a little greedy because they should have gotten at least a crunch by now. They did not. So this mud bomb is definitely going to get a shield, which it does. And they threw energy, so I guess it was CMP tie, which is great. So I'm going to let my Toxicroak go and come in and farm down with my Drapion and get a lot of energy from them. So, geez, that Charm, come on. It still does so much damage. So they're going to come in with their Charizard. I hate facing Charizard. Oh, just my enemy. I hate Charizard so much. So I'm going to hit them with the Crunch. I don't have Aqua Tail. I found Crunch and Sludge to be better than Aqua Tail in the situation. Plus Crunch, it still does a lot of damage to this Charizard. So this is probably going to get the shield from my opponent once I hit them with the Crunch and no defense drop. So then they come in with a Wall Rain. Obstagoon's coming in. I don't have Cross Chop on my Obstagoon because Obstruct has been coming in clutch for me when there's no shields and I need to boost that defense. So I don't know. I've been thinking of putting Cross Chop, but right now it's just I have Night Slash and Obstruct on my Obstagoon. So I'm going to let this Icicle Sphere go. I don't think they got enough energy to get to an Earthquake. So Obstagoon, especially with that Obstruct defense boost, we're golden. I don't have to block any of their moves. I think I can even survive. Actually, I don't think I can survive an Earthquake, but this is just going to be an Icicle Sphere, which Obstagoon, tanky sir, can survive that. Getting a little greedy, was able to farm down, and so I have 2 Night Slashes ready for their Charizard. So at this point, I'm pretty sure it's a good game. I have 2 shields and a lot of energy on this Obstagoon, and they have no shield, so definitely going to be a good game. Hit them with the Night Slash, and they're done. Perfect. With 1 HP, too. Go Obstagoon. Love Obstagoon. Such a great Pokemon. Next game here, again, with my Toxicroak, Obstagoon, and Drapion, which is not powered up all the way. I still need some XL candies to power up my Drapion, but it's still, even if it's not all the way, it's still a good Pokemon. It's still pretty good. So my Toxicroak is going to be versus their Tapu Fini, and this is a good, it's good for me because of course it's half fairy, but that water gun damage is, it's creeping up, right? It's creeping up on me. So I'm noticing as a fairy, they're not switching. And I'm like, maybe I should keep Toxicroak alive because with the counter damage, I might need this again. Plus they shield. I'm like, I really need to keep Toxicroak alive. I really do. But what do? I don't shield. I let the surf go through. I'm thinking, Obstagoon can take care of it if it needs counter, right? It's fine. So I'm trying to get so hard to that Sludge Bomb, and I'm able to get to it. This will either get a shield or get rid of this Tapu Fini. And my opponent decides to shield. Now I'm thinking, okay, what is in the back that you're so scared of Toxicroak? I'm thinking, is it Steel? Is it Wall Rain? Because, Obstagoon can take care of that. So I think we're good. I'm not going to shield. We're fine. If they have a double fairy in the back, Drapion can take care of this. I am going to shield the Surf because now you're doing too much damage, Tapu Fini. You got to get out of here. I gotta get rid of you real quick now. So I hit them with the Sludge after getting a little bit more energy. This is going to take care of this Tapu Fini, get it out of here because water gun damage is doing more than it really should. So Tapu Fini goes down. And And of course, Cobalion comes in. I'm like, I should have kept my Toxicroak alive because Obstagoon, even though I love you, you cannot kill this Cobalion. So this is a good game. There's no way to win. I have nothing on Drapion that can destroy Cobalion. You know what Drapion needs? Drapion needs Dig. Imagine Drapion with Dig. I think that'd be meta. I really think so. So Sacred Sword is going to take out my Drapion. Obstagoon's going to come in and just cry because there's just, look, my Obstagoon friend, don't even shield. There's no point. This is a good game. It's over. I'm still going to keep going, but this is, this is, you didn't have to throw energy. It's over. If I had cross chop, maybe this would have been better. I mean, it would have been better, but I still don't think I would have won that game. So good game. That was bad on my part. Should have kept Toxicroak alive. Now we know. So I decide to start again with Toxicroak, and of course it's a Giratina. And I'm like, okay, next game I got to start with Obstagoon. So I decide to, of course, switch to Obstagoon, and they're not switching. I'm like, oh, is Obstagoon like gonna destroy your whole team? You're not switching. I don't have to block this Dragon Claw, right? Yeah, I don't have to drop the shield, the Dragon Claw. Of course, my enemy Charizard comes in. Great. So I am going to Night Slash this Charizard. They didn't block. Do I get the boost? No, of course not. Pokemon Go hates me. So no boost, of course. Another Night Slash coming in. And they decide to still not block. Do I get the boost? No, God forbid. Now I'm thinking, that was really quick. Is that already a Blast Burn? I don't really use Charizard, so I don't really know his movesets, how quick it is. And nope, it was just a Dragon Claw. I'm like, okay, we're good. But they have another Dragon Claw. So I'm going to let this go. I don't think I need Obstagoon to win. I have Drapion to kill Giratina. So we're good. Hit them with another Night Slash to get rid of this Charizard, or at least get their block. And they block. Perfect. And of course, when I'm dying, I get the boost. So that's great. I'm going to come in with Toxicroak because, I don't know, I think I can win this game with Drapion. And they already hit the move. I'm like, that's not Blast Burn. They just hit the Dragon Claw. There's no way that's Blast Burn. Joke's on me. It's Blast Burn. Almost takes out my Toxicroak. I'm like, come on. I was not counting well at all for anything. So I'm expecting Giratina to come back. So I'm going to switch into my Drapion. And it's actually a Cresselia. And I'm like, okay, if I play this well, I can win. Because Crunch is effective against Cresselia and also Drapion. Giratina. So I'm like, okay, we can win, sort of. I get the defense drop. And I'm like, do I save my shields or do I use it for Cresselia now? I thought it was going to be a Grass Knot. It was a freaking Moonblast. I'm like, oh, okay. I might have just lost this game because clearly I was saving my shields for the next game. This was just, it wasn't great. So I hit them with the Crunch. Does so much damage to Giratina. I don't get the defense drop. I'm like, do I have to shield this Dragon Claw? Or do I save it for Cresselia? So I decide to not block. I'm like, oh, wait a second. That does a lot more damage than I thought it was going to. That's not great. So at this point, I have to block whatever move it comes. Grass Knot, Dragon Claw, doesn't matter because I'm low on some health. Unfortunately, that does not take care of the Giratina. I tried to switch to Toxicroak to maybe farm down. I don't know what I was thinking. And Giratina hits me with the Ancient Power. So not Dragon Claw, but they're able to get to another one. I'm like, oh my gosh, did I lose this because I was saving all my shields? This might have been a loss. So no shields. They have one and look how healthy that Cresselia is. I think I need 4, maybe 3 crunches. So here's the first one. I'm guessing they're going to block. And they decide, they're smart. They decide to use their shields. And unfortunately, this is going to be a good game. Lost it because I was saving my shields for the next game. And a grass knot does take out my Drapion. So some learning, some mistakes that was made, and we can learn from them. And now we know to use them shields when you have them. So because I saw Giratina in the first lead, I'm like, let me start with Obstagoon. I think that's going to be better. So I'm going to start with Obstagoon. I have my Toxicroak and my Drapion. Once I find Toxicroak, perfect. Let's go. Obstagoon's first. Let's go. Let me see a Giratina. Let me see anything that dies to Obstagoon. Umbreon. This is going to be good. So I have my Obstagoon versus a Registeel. I wish I started with my Toxicroak because I don't have Cross Chop. And I'm thinking, do I switch? Oh, I think I should switch, but I'm not going to yet. So what I should have done in this situation was just go for Obstruct because I would be able to farm them down faster and I could boost my defense where whatever they have, Focus Blast, maybe with 3 Obstructs wouldn't KO me, but I do have to block, unfortunately, because it is going to take me out. But they go for a Zap Cannon trying to lower my attack and they don't get it, which is fantastic. So happy. So here I am going for a Night Slash. Maybe they don't have Focus Blast. They might have Zap Cannon and Flash. It's not Flash Dance. Something Flash move. Something that Registeel has. I go for another Night Slash because I really don't want to block. Use my other shield. And they are going to block. So now I'm thinking, all right, farm this down. And I get the boost. Finally, a boost, not when I'm dying, when I'm in full health. So of course I have to block. It is a Focus Blast. So they are running Focus Blast. And I am farming down, baby. Let's get that energy going for my Obstagoon. And of course, I see a Charizard. I hate seeing Charizards in the Ultra. I just hate seeing Charizard. It's just a good Pokemon, and I don't want to deal with you. But I hit it with a nice slash, and let's see if they block. They decide to let it go, even though I'm boosted, and that does some damage. Oh, it does so much damage. This is gonna hurt. If this is a Blast Burn, it's gonna hurt. And of course, it's a Blast Burn. It does not get rid of me completely with 1 HP, but then they come in with the Tapu Fini, and they're able to Water Gun me down. So I'm thinking now, okay, I think I can win with Drapion. So I'm going to bring out my Toxicroak. So this Tapu Fini drains all its energy on Toxicroak instead of my Drapion, because I'm pretty sure I can win with Drapion, God willing. So I'm going to hit them with the Sludge Bomb, and they decide to let it go. Maybe should have baited there. I'm not a fan of baiting. I just kind of want to do the big booms quick. So they're going to hit me with the Moon Blast, and it takes me out. I'm like, usually I didn't think it was going to take me out. I am half poisoned. I don't know. I didn't think it was going to take me out. So here I am farming some energy. I'm really worried about a catch. So I'm farming as much energy as I can before they eventually catch it onto Charizard. And I'm still farming. And then they try to catch it maybe on a Charizard. I have 2 crunches ready to go. Almost 2 crunches ready to go. Get rid of that Charizard. Now it's just me versus Tapu Fini. Who can get to the move first? And my Drapion, my trusted Drapion can. So I can hit them with the Sludge Bomb and get rid of this Tapu Fini. And that's going to be a good game. Win. Thank goodness. I was a little worried there. A little worried whenever I see a Charizard. Next game here, pretty sure this is the last game here. It's Virizion versus my Toxicroak. Pretty good matchup for me. I do resist Leaf Blade and I resist their counters that they're doing. I resist their Sacred Sword. So we're pretty good here. I am a little worried that they're not switching. So I'm thinking, maybe Toxicroak is needed here. But that Leaf thing it didn't do a lot. So I am farming a lot of energy. The reason why I'm farming is because I think they're going to try to make a switch. So I was worried, but no, they weren't switching. They're staying in here, and I'm getting low on health. So I hit them with the Sludge Bomb. Hopefully they let this go. If not, I think Toxicroak might be needed in this. They block. I'm like, what do I do? So then they come in with the a Lugia, or Luigi as I like to call it. gets rid of my Toxicroak, even though I had some energy. So I'm coming in with my Obstagoon. And it is half psychic, so Night Slash is going to do some pretty super effective damage, but this Luigi is a tanky son of a gun. Oh my goodness. So I don't really know all the moves of Luigi. I know Sky Attack, Aeroblast, so I'm like, I think I can tank a few of them. Did you know that Luigi has Hydro Pump? This is the first time I'm seeing it. I did not know that it can learn Hydro Pump. So that was a fun surprise. I hit them with the Night Slash, still no boost. And I'm thinking, it might take a while for them to get Hydro Pump. So I could have farmed up some energy, but I was worried of another one because why do you learn Hydro Pump, Luigi? How? They let the Luigi go down, still no boost because Pokemon Go hates me. And back to the Virizion. So now I think my win con is Drapion because, one, it's full health. I do resist these moves, so I'm not going to block. But it's a Sacred Sword. So it's still, not doing that much. And here comes a Metal. I'm like, okay. Metal, thankfully, is not Registeel, so it's not as tanky. But this moveset could be Rock Slide or Superpower, Thunderbolt. I can learn a lot. So I am hitting them with the crunch, begging for a defense drop because maybe that can help me out here. That does a lot of damage. No defense drop, but still a lot of damage. And they're going to get it to move. I'm like, I don't want to do like the last game where I saved all my shields for the next game. So I'm deciding to shield. And it is going to be a Rock Slide. And of course, Metal can get its move quite quickly, and it has another Rock Slide. So I am going to shield this one because I think Drapion is my way to win. And I tried to switch to Obstagoon, but I already hit my crunch. So this Metal is going to go down. I have to try to catch the move on Obstagoon while also trying to kill this Virizion with my fast moves. And at this point, I can do a crunch. So they're going to hit me with the Leaf Blade. And at this point, a crunch will take it down. But they do have a shield. So obviously, this is going to get the shield, the final shield of the game. And I have to try to catch it. Can I catch it? I'm thinking, okay, I can't. Because I don't know Verizion's movesets of how quick it gets it. So I'm unable to catch it. So now it's Obstagoon versus Virizion. I have a lot of health. I just need to counter it down and baby, we win. Good game. That was a close one. I'm sure they were just at the Sacred Sword. But thankfully, I was able to farm it down. So a good game to everyone. What a fun battle. I like the Ultra League. I have a little bit more variety with the Great League because it's hard to power up these Pokemon, especially when it needs XL candies. But still, I have the Pokemons that I like for Ultra League, and I'm doing pretty well with them.